Alrighty, welcome back to the Silver Lantern Archives. Today we will be getting our first session in for Draconic Ascent, the Rise of Tiamat. The players have been getting up to trouble as they always do, but I'll leave it to them in just a moment to tell you what happened last time. Today I must notice, however, we are missing Barely Barley. He is not with us today, and we will be continuing on without him. They will be back next week, hopefully. Now, for any of you chuckly mucks, what happened? Why are y'all in trouble?
I don't know. I wasn't here last time.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, we were dealing with we finished up the fight on the bridge and with the dragons and the draconians, which was ouch. But all things considered, we were outnumbered, and I think we only lost like 3 or 5 of our guards.
Three, if I remember correctly.
3. I think it was 3, but I knew it was somewhere between 3 and 5. Which ain't bad, speaking that they're city guard.
Yep.
If I recall, I think it was 3 guards and 1 archer.
I think
That
it
might
was
be
two
right.
guards and one archer. I think it was because they're all guards.
Yeah.
Let me just go double check. The
Yeah, you can
map.
just look at
Map.
the map.
Here it is. It was. It was 3 guards and 1 archer.
Yep.
Boyo was
So
right.
Ruben was right.
Hooray!
You also
But
had a guard knocked out and an archer knocked out, but they lived.
yes, we mourn for the ones that fell. I believe one of them was named Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the
to,
ones. Yeah, one of the ones was Steve, who was about to have a kid. He will be avenged.
Mhm.
But we also, at the end of that fight, which involved us having, we were fighting wormling dragons as well as some draconians and some archers that were being menaces to society, and not the fun ways. But Nimi figured out that the wormlings were being controlled by something. They weren't in their right mind. As well as Ruben was able to see some kind of black ball hovering within them. And Ruben basically had to force his will through a bunch of charisma checks, in which the sapphire dragon specifically put up the biggest fight.
He took all the other ones in one shot, but the Sapphire Dragon fought for a full minute, I think it was.
Yeah, it was a hot minute, but Ruben was able to prevail. And we were able to get them safely back into town. That being said, we were still missing some people. Went in. There was also a conversation with the people that came and got the bodies and those that were knocked out. It was like 2 brothers. I don't remember their names off the top of my head.
I love them though.
Yeah, they were 2
Jimmy
boobs.
and Johnny.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jimmy
Mm.
and Johnny.
names, yeah.
Yeah,
Vidar had to run far, far away from them.
Vidar did. Was in the
And,
wrong direction.
while
the
Princess
Whom?
while Princess carrying Lunaretta.
Yes.
And apparently, Ruben learned how to astral project from them.
Yeah, apparently so.
That had me in actual tears, by the way, Ruben.
It was pretty funny. But so that happened. Eventually, after all those shenanigans, we were able to get back into town. The dragons were put in a separate room away from everyone else who was injured. And when we got back, my sheep were missing. In which I was not happy about. But it turns out that they went to go join the fray. As above table, they are devourers in the shape of sheep. Nimmy feeds them Eldritch Blast. They are cute and fluffy, and as long as they're fed and you're nice to them, they'll leave you alone. In Ruben's case, they're at a ceasefire at the moment, but Ruben is still frightened of them. But don't be mean to the sheep, and won't be mean back.
For the record, they started it.
For the record, I'm almost positive you shot them first. I'm pretty sure you hit them with a fucking firebolt.
He did.
So no, you started it. They just finished it. Because it was 5v1. But they're good cheapies. That being said, they eventually came back into town as the guards were like, when I asked them, where are my sheep? They were like, they left with the purple tiefling? Are they purple or...
They're blue.
They're blue. With the violet tiefling.
Aether.
Yeah, they left with Aether. But eventually they came back. Aether being just in underneath all of their fur. They're getting close to where they need to be sheared. They were confused. Aether was very confused and drunk, because they're always drunk. Like 90% of the party at this point.
Yep.
So Aether was put to bed. Axie is still in bed as she still needs another day or so's rest, in which Fluffy, the owlbear cub, was making sure they didn't get up. They being a good watch owlbear. I think Bandit was also unconscious, which is Barley's little raccoon friend. He is fucking nuts. We're all pretty sure that he's done jail time. There's
He
no
led the
way that he
charge
has.
against the Draconians and took a nap afterward.
Yeah. That raccoon is fucking nuts and bloodthirsty. But we love him anyway. He's our little maniac. As we are currently just sporting a zoo. Welcome to fucking Tyranny of Dragons. We bought the zoo. So Ruben from a couple of months back. But yeah, I know that Vidar and Nimmy went out while the rest of the party was partaking in drink, as we went looking for some other missing companions, that being of Bonnie and Toshinori and Governor Nighthill, as we need to let Governor Nighthill know what was going on. Nimmy was also willing to go help fight, but found out that the fighting is now done. They also asked Governor Nighthill whether or not keeping up the bridge in which we fought on is a good idea, or if she should go take it out for now. I don't remember what the verdict was.
You never actually found Nighthill, that would be why.
Ah! Well, then I guess I'm still looking for Nighthill.
You ran into Bonnie and them on the way back, but you haven't found Nighthill yet.
Okay. Well, in that case, after Bonnie and Toshinori go back in, I still got a Nighthill to go find. So I'm still looking for that chucklefuck.
Yeah.
Because for once again, that man is on a battlefield when he's got his eyes fucked up, his arms fucked. He's got one good arm. And this dude's still trucking that stubborn son of a gun. The man that will not die. But yeah, that's what happened last time.
Every time we see him, he's gonna be missing another body part, like Baxter Stockman from the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Pretty much. At this point, he's missing an eye. His one
He's
arm's in
not
a
missing him.
sling.
He's just hurt.
He was wearing an eye patch last we saw him.
Yeah, because he got slashed over the face. But, alright.
And has been refusing medical attention in prompt care.
Yeah,
If he loses an eye, I know a guy.
But, the
Or
rest of the party
replacement or
is
donation?
mostly drunk at this point. Nimi and Vidar, you two are watching the soldiers work their way back into the city. There are a lot still out there. And you see a cart full of injured guards coming back.
Alrighty. Vidar, stick close. Some. No, it's a Night Hill. He's stubborn. Nimi is going to check with the ones bringing in the unconscious guards to see if Night Hill is in there, but she doesn't actually think he's in there.
Oh, those ones aren't unconscious. It's just there's a cart full of guards, and as you walk up, you see the guards are all kinds of messed up. It looks like they did take victory, but there's a hollow look to them as they have been through a lot in the last 10 days. But sitting at the front of the cart, driving the thing, is a man with an arm in a sling, an eye patch, or what should be an eye patch, is most of his head covered in bandages, an arrow sticking out of his shoulder and thigh. It's Governor Nighthill driving the cart with one arm.
Nimi is going to project her voice for a second and is going to go, "You have got to be kidding me. Are you trying to get yourself killed?"
You see Governor Nighthill look over. Ah, Nimi, it's good to see you. I'm glad you made it through all of that. And I won't put my men in a situation I won't join them in. I lead with them. Otherwise they won't respect me, so I go with them and we fight together. It's always best to have your leaders by your side. He kind
But
of
if your
winces
leader-
a little bit as he kind of moves his right shoulder a little bit, which does still have a massive arrow sticking out of it.
Yes, and you
Vidar
are
with-
currently... Oh, no, go ahead, Zap.
I was gonna say, Vidar with a completely blank monotone face goes, "But if the leader's not able to keep up and is instead falling behind, wouldn't the men then want to protect their leader, causing them to put themselves in harm's way?"
You would be correct if I was falling behind. These whippersnappers are still young and they're behind me. Which is why I got shot. Took a shot to
Yeah.
that fellow over there. Damien's his name. Good kid. Just had his son born the other day. And yet he got stuck in there. He's looking forward to growing up with his brother Steve. I can't wait to see them both.
Oh, Nimi's face drops at that.
I'm guessing you were
Night-
on the field with Steve then.
Yeah,
He will be remembered.
yeah. Nimi's gonna cough up some blood for a second.
Looks like you're in as bad state as they are. Hop in.
I'm not as bad. It's
Hop
just
in
the
or I'll
voice.
get one of the men to throw you in there.
She rolls her eyes, but she'll hop up front with Nighthill, and she's going to take the reins, as she has two good arms.
Ah, thank you. I was trying to figure out how to take a left turn, but not really good with only one arm, you see.
Just tell me where I'm going. Vidar, hop on. Zap.
Hello?
He's hopping on without protest.
Okay.
You hear the cart kind of squeak as Vidar's heavy weight pushes it down. Vidar, do you sit down or are you standing up?
Yeah, he'll sit down.
You feel an intense pain in your butt. The left cheek. As you remember, I didn't take that arrow out of my ass.
In which case, he is going to just lay on his face, like face
Oof.
down.
Nimmy will reach over and just pull out the arrow.
Vidar, need a constitution save. That is a right pain in the ass, but the rest of your body hurts, so you're just kind of like, "Ugh." Deep throaty groan. You've had a bad day, Vidar. But it's not the worst pain in the ass you've had.
I could say something so cheeky right then, but I'm not.
Cheeky like your end. Okay.
Wow. Wow.
But you see Night Hill direct you back into town, making your way, picking up more of the guards, making sure citizens are going in the right direction. Oh, excuse me. So they are safe, coordinating with the guards, all that. It doesn't take long before he has the injured guards to the surgeons, and they are taken off to be cared for.
On the way back, Nimmy is going to telepathically get him up to speed as her throat is wrecked.
He's going to listen. Do you tell him about the question with the bridge?
Yes, I will ask.
His advice is to leave the bridge as be because they need it to get to that side as well. Best to
Then
repair
Nimmy
what
is
they can.
Yeah, then Nimmy is going to suggest having guards near it, as that's if we can get over it, others can as well.
As y'all are running, making y'all's way back, he'll send a troop of guards out that way to make sure it is fully covered. By the time y'all get back into the keep, you can hear the raucousness of your party partying drunkenly in the room. The Night Hill makes sure all his guards are put together, and then he goes to head back to the tower when he suddenly gets a weird look on his face as his eyes kind of grow cross-eyed.
Night Hill?
And then he just slumps forward, and you see Brian is standing there. The brown-haired guard who's been leading. He looks all kinds of messed up, but he's still standing. Sorry about that, Nims. Needed to take this one in. Otherwise, he wouldn't be going. As he catches Night Hill on his shoulder and scoops him up. Night Hill is now unconscious.
I remember when my dad would do that to my mom because she would stay out and fight too long and not get proper sleep.
Okay. Nimmy looks at Night Hill as he gets taken off, and then looks at Brian and goes, "That's one hell of a man."
You should have seen
And
him when he was in his prime, so I hear.
that was aimed at Brian. He just knocked out Governor Night Hill. Anyone with those kind of cojones.
But he's gonna pick up Night, completely misunderstanding what you mean, and he's gonna bring him off to the surgeons to get him dealt with.
Yeah.
Leaving you with just Vidar.
I look at Vidar and just go, that flew right over his head.
But as you can see that Vidar, it also flew over Vidar's head to an extent. Like, he's like, which one are you talking about?
Put it this way. You've got to have some fucking guts to do what Brian just did right there. Come on, let's go. Let's go make a. Actually, Nemi looks around. Where's Bonnie?
She went back in. You know she's probably working with the guards at this point, making sure everything's stable. with Avani and Nighthill both not in fighting condition. It's kind of down to her and Nighthill's assistant Escobert to keep things in line.
Fair enough. Let's go make sure that the other ones don't knock themselves out with drink. At least dangerously.
Oh, which ones are those? The members we just fought with?
Yes, specifically Lunaretta, Ruben, Radiford, and we never did get the chance to get proper introductions, now did we?
No, I believe we just did a brief introduction after the fight, didn't we?
Yes. Nimi. And Nimi is going to hold out her hand.
Vidar will take it and give a strong handshake, but it's still weak. You can tell he's trying to make sure not to put too much strength into it. And go, Vidar Magnisan, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure as well. And you will see that Nimi gives as strong as she is able, as she is very clearly, she is sickly thin. It's not even, he would notice basically that she's not just like small and petite. She's skin and bone.
Oh no. You will see whenever he notices that, he will kind of get like a little worried look on his face. Like a doting mother who has seen their child and is like, this child needs to be fed. Also,
Everything
above
all
table.
right?
Oh, sorry, I just want to
No,
clarify one
go.
thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
That has all been telepathically to Vidar, correct?
Yes, because
Okay.
Nimi can't. Every time she speaks at this point, she's starting to cough up blood because her throat is. She still has that necrosis around her neck.
All right. Well, you will see that Vidar does not question it. Whether it's because he realizes that she's speaking telepathically or not is anyone's question. Is
Fair.
anyone's guess. What were you gonna say?
Seeing a worried look, she will ask if you are all right.
Oh yes, I'm more than fine, but you look. My father always said a hearty meal always made sure people felt better. So let's get some grub at soon.
Fair. She will. You will hear a small laugh in the back of your head before she goes. I spent almost over half a 10-day as a prisoner of that dragon cult. You tend to lose a little bit of weight when you're working in the mine.
He will get even more of a worried look on his face, and then go, may I? And he kind of holds his arms out like he wants to, like, basically in the princess carry position, like he just did, like going, "Can I carry you? I don't think you should walk."
She's going to get. She's actually going to smirk, and this is probably the first time that you've seen her smile. And she's going to go, even like this, bet I can outrun you. I'll meet you there. And she takes off. I don't know what your. Do you still have just the base 30 movement speed?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah. So
I
she's
can
got 30,
cast Long Strider on myself though, so.
and she can cast Expeditious Retreat.
Mm.
So the moment you cast Long Strider, she's casting Expeditious, and she's gone.
You just hear a very deep chuckle resonate from the direction that you left Vidar.
You also hear fucking gaze echoing from the grasses nearby.
CC,
Then
why does
they'll-
every time mine and Kai's characters interact, the gay flowers come forward?
I don't know, because it's pretty gay.
Damn.
You don't
Nimi
want
is
the
a
gay
lesbian.
flowers, don't summon the gay flowers.
I can't help it. Nimi's a lesbian. So she is just inherently gay.
I don't know if Vidar is gay or if he's pansexual. It has yet to be determined.
Fair enough.
But
But Nimi's running, and she's specifically running into the med bay because she said it's a race. Whoever gets there first.
Yeah, Vidar will stay as close behind Nemi as he can, trying to keep an eye because he doesn't really know where he's going.
Based on because Long Strider basically gives you an extra 10 feet of movement, if I'm correct.
Correct.
So we're dashing. Ooh,
so they'd be going 80,
80 versus my
35, 70, 105, I think.
versus my 105. So when Nimi starts to get too far ahead of you, she'll pull back a bit so that you can like catch up, quote unquote, so that you actually know where you're going. But she'll obviously still outpace you. And then for the rest of the party, you guys just see Nimi burst on in.
Whoa!
It's a fire.
Nimulas.
That's a fine how do you do. I was just about to get into another song.
Yeah, and that's when I told her, you better sit on down. This is gonna take a while. Oh, hey, how's it going, Nimi?
Nimi is puffing and puffing and actually looks very rosy cheeks, but she's got a smile on her face and her hands on her knees.
Oh, were you being chased?
And then after a little while, you guys will see Vidar come in right behind her. And she doesn't respond.
Yeah,
He
apparently-
has a wide
Yep.
smile on his face and is just huffing and puffing a little bit as well, but he has like his
Oh.
hands on his hips and go, that was quite a run.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, quite the exhausting activity, eh? And then Lunaretta will be elbowing Nimi and giving her a wink.
How tall is Vidar?
Give me a sec.
I know.
7
know
foot,
the,
7 inches.
Okay, so you're just a little bit shorter than Torquil. Another big one. Good to meet you. I saw you on the battlefield. You're quite ferocious.
Yes, I believe you helped carry me along whenever I passed out in battle. I appreciate that.
I need another Constitution save from the dog.
Oh, okay. Let me take off advantage. I don't even know
You
why
have
advantage is on.
disadvantage at this point.
Oh, okay. Let me roll another one then.
Oh.
15.
You feel a wave of nausea hit you. As you get a little unsteady and have to grab the wall. As you just took a heavy run with an arrow still sticking out of your left butt cheek.
I thought Nick said she took it out.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at
never
the
mind.
arrow. Took it out.
Never mind, I bet. You're fine, Vidar.
Okay.
You're still bleeding a little bit, but it still makes you a little bit woozy.
You're gonna see him kind of, like you said, catch the wall a little bit and go, maybe we shouldn't have run after all that blood loss.
Well, we could always put some life back into you guys, as Lunaretta would be holding up a glass of what exactly were we having? Were we just having Barley's
moonshine?
Yeah, I think
good
Lunaretta
stuff.
would be. Yeah, Lunaretta will be like offering both of you guys a cup each.
Nimi will decline.
I now must figure out if Vidar has ever had alcohol before or not.
You
Oh,
will
This man has
now.
certainly done weed. There's no way he hasn't.
That's not what I'm questioning right now. It's specifically alcohol.
Yeah.
I want to say for the shits and giggles, he has never had alcohol before, so he's going to take it not realizing what it is and down it probably faster than he should.
And it's
Nice.
moonshine, so it's clear, so you probably think it's water.
Yep.
I need another disadvantage Constitution save. Oh, I didn't
Oof.
roll a good
I'm
save.
being so mean to this man, and I love it. Oh, that's a 4.
Vidar kind of was, ooh, hello, I see a man with purple hair. And then he collapses onto the ground.
Oh,
You
oh,
just hear a hearty thud.
Hmm.
Lunaretta, a bit tipsy. She's going to hold Vidar in her arms, and then she'll dramatically go, "Oh, curse ye gods of liquor! You have laid low my prince. No."
Roll
Oh,
perception.
who?
Not Vidar, Lunaretta.
yeah. Ooh, that's an 8.
You see fucking, you feel like Vidar's heart is beating way too fast.
Oh, actually, that's a bit concerning. The uh, she's gonna try to drag Vidar towards the nearest bed.
Lunaretta, as you're dragging, you feel your body become sluggish and you start to rock side to side. But after a
Ooh.
few minutes, Lunaretta is completely unconscious, collapsing on the ground next to Radiford. Not Radiford, Vidar.
I am overcome.
Oh, whoa. Secondhand drunk.
Some people just can't handle the liquor.
Yep.
Ruben says as he polishes off
Hey.
his glass.
Hey.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm not strong enough to put those two into bed.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. I'll handle the lightweights. And Torquil will lift up Lunaretta over their shoulder and drag Vidar by the back of their shirt towards the beds. Yeah, man. I expect this from the wee dragon lass, but come on, you're a big one like me. You should be able to handle the spirits better than that.
Hmm.
He's gonna put Lunaretta over here.
Oh, by the
Yeah,
way,
sleep it off.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, yeah, sleep it off.
Oh, by the way, Nimi, you probably don't want to bring your alcohol too close to these guys. Otherwise, one of them's gonna stick. I mean, we haven't been giving the baby dragons any alcohol. That
No,
would be
not at all.
irresponsible.
No. And that
Nimi's gonna
empty
look over to
bottle.
Axie.
I can't see anything from over here.
What do you mean you can't see anything from over there? There's lights, there's candle lights on.
She's currently been forced to lay down with a freaking owl bear sitting on her stomach.
Fair enough. Looks at Avani.
Avani is actually resting at the moment as well.
Ah, thank God.
She
Good,
was
no
listening to
witnesses.
this for a little bit and didn't want to, so got some
Fair.
I didn't get
Nimi's
to.
gonna look. What?
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't get to roll last session, but can I roll to see if I noticed that the dragons were stealing alcohol?
I mean, they're not at the moment.
Yeah, but I'm assuming like last session you guys rolled to see if they were stealing alcohol.
That you were elsewhere doing other things.
Okay,
You were
just
not
make
able
just
to look. But what will the party do?
I mean, Nimi's gonna look at Ruben and go, "You're a terrible liar."
Oh,
No, of
break.
course not. Ruben says his dart back and forth.
Ruben, go to bed. You're drunk.
No, I'm just a little bit, dizzy from the fighting and the blood loss, and that. But he stumbles a little bit. Okay, maybe a little drunk.
Hey, we all could use a bed. Although Torque will look around and see like all the beds are taken.
There are other
I
ones
think
that
we're
are
going.
out on the map. There are enough.
Okay, okay, just. Hey, I think we all use a kip.
Go to bed, both of you. I'll keep watch.
Okay.
Don't you think you should get some rest too? Look at you got hurt pretty bad during that as well.
Nimi looks at you with almost full HP.
Oh wait, what am I thinking? Oh wait, I'm thinking back when we had to fight Axie.
Yeah, no, my injuries are old. I think
You were
I
too
took
far in the
one
fact this
hit.
fight.
Yeah.
But don't you? I'm just assuming here because you usually do. Don't you have like some exhaustion?
Not this time.
Huh? Surprising. All right, then Torko will just head over to a bed and flop down onto it. His legs like sticking out like a good couple of feet out.
If anything goes wrong, you know where the water bucket's at to toss on us.
That I do. Rest. You too, Radiford.
You got it.
Ruben will
But
take
keep
a
your
few
eyes
steps.
on these dragons.
Will do.
Ruben will take a
Radiford
few steps
stumbles
and
into
pops
bed.
around.
Ruben's in bed. Okay, so you're all in bed now?
Yeah, for Radiford for sure.
Yep.
Alrighty. Nimi's gonna look around and is gonna start picking up empty bottles and glasses and start cleaning up.
Damn. The mom of
I'm
the group.
I'm also going to check in on Vidar, as Lunaretta did say, "Oh, that's not good," while looking at them, and so slightly concerned.
You hear Vidar vaguely muttering about a purple-haired man.
Fair enough. Nimi is going to do her best to make sure that Vidar. Honestly, she's going to make sure that all of those that are drunk are sleeping on their sides with a bucket at the end of the bed, as well as a glass of water, so they don't vomit in their sleep and choke on it. But then she's going to go check on the Durgan.
Roll me perception. Nimi, you're the only one that has noticed that of everybody that looks at this dragon, you see the three underneath are being covered by the sapphire dragon. But while the sapphire dragon looks asleep, their eyes are open.
Nimi is going. Are they like just basically on the carpet?
Yeah, because they're big.
Nimi's going to come and sit at the edge of the bed and just start a telepathic communication with the sapphire one and go,
You hear a
"How are you
crash.
doing, little one?"
While you're trying to make that telepathic connection, you hear a crash from the room you just left.
I look.
Vidar has rolled off their side, attempted to go onto their stomach, and went right off the bed because they're big.
Nimi's going to put them back on their side, bucket near them, because there's not much else they can do. There's no way I can get Vidar back up in that bed. I will throw a blanket and give him a pillow.
He's just
That's
butting in
all.
the air, pillow down there.
Yep. Gonna go back. And then we're gonna try that again. And ask how the little one is doing.
Who are you? You hear in response.
My name is Nimi.
What is a Nimi?
It is what people call me.
Why?
I don't know. My memories are fuzzy. It's just it's what was written into what I assume was my bag when I woke up. So that is what people have referred to me as.
I do not have much in my memory either. Everything is a fuzz and a blur.
That makes sense. Something tells me that you've been trapped since you were hatchling. What,
There's a
what
nod.
can you tell me?
I think my name is Sophia. I think that is what I am called.
And are these your siblings or friends?
I think
And
they
is
are mine.
they are yours? Can you remember their names?
You see, she looks down and is quietly thinking for a long, long moment. Tevi, Every, and Damien, I believe.
What's the last thing that you remember?
I remember only a voice.
Do you know whose voice?
I do not know. It is blurry, and I cannot remember it fully. I simply remember that they said help was coming.
I'm glad. Help did come.
You see, they look at the three other dragons. Yes, I suppose it did.
You're safe now.
What is safe?
We are going. It means that we're going to do what we can to make sure that nobody hurts you again.
I see. That sounds like a good thing to be.
Safe is a good thing.
You see, they look out over the through the railings. Some of your friends have other ideas.
What do you mean? I will look in that direction.
Some think we are dangerous.
You can be in the right circumstances. So can I.
You see the small dragon, or the not so small dragon, look down at their long claws.
People tend to fear what they don't understand.
What is a sacrifice?
A sacrifice is normally required in a ritual, which is how do I explain this? A ritual is something, it's magic that people do in order to make something happen. A sacrifice is normally used in rituals a as something that needs to be done. Um, people will also be sacrificed. People tend to sacrifice things to the gods in order to gain favor
What
in some
is a
situations.
god?
Depends on who you ask, but a god is someone of immense power.
Can you
They
sacrifice scales to gods?
scaled. Yeah, you can sacrifice just about anything.
Are red scales worth sacrificing?
Your red scale?
I am not a red scale, I am blue.
That's I am. You said your red scale.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Are red scales worth sacrificing? Are they worth something extra?
Above table, player is slightly confused what you
They're
mean.
asking if you sacrifice red scales, are they worth, like, are they a good sacrifice?
It depends on who you're sacrificing them to, and if the person that gives the scales is willing or not.
Does willingness matter?
Put it this way. It is, to some people, no, it doesn't. And in fact, there are some rituals that require that the sacrifice be unwilling, that makes it evil.
I see. What if they cannot contest? Is it unwilling?
If you cannot consent, then yes, you are unwilling.
I see. Then there is evil afoot.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes, the red was taken.
The red.
The red
Was it
scales, yes.
Did they look like one of you and your siblings? And she gestures to the other dragons.
They tilt their head for a moment. Similar, but not exact.
Could they fly?
I did not see wings.
Were they like... Nimi's going to draw a sketch of Reuben and go, did they look like something similar to this?
Yes.
They were sacrificing kobolds.
What's a kobold?
It's a type of creature. They are similar to you in ways, but not as strong, not as hardy.
Like the Legion.
What do you know of the Legion?
We heard them sing, but I do not know much.
Sing.
Yes. They like to sing.
Do you know what they wanted?
No. But if rituals are evil, you should stop the ritual then, yes?
Yes. Well, some rituals are evil, but it sounds like there's kobolds being sacrificed against their will, which would in turn make that one evil. So yes, it could be stopped.
I do not think they could consent. Oh, yes.
Okay. Do you know why they could not consent?
I think they were asleep.
Yep, that would count. That means that they were kidnapped. They were taken against their will.
Yes.
Where is this ritual taking place?
I do not know.
Okay. We definitely... Okay. Above table, Nimi's about to do something she really doesn't want to do.
If you look outside, you may be able to follow them.
Nimi looks outside.
Where are you looking?
Am I seeing Reuben?
You see the sheet moving in a mass way over there.
Yeah, I was waiting so long. Oh,
It was taking all of my strength not to burst out laughing during that scene.
Continuing on.
Me
you see
too.
The sheep are moving in this kind of circle. You can't see what they're circling.
Oh dear. Okay. I see what you mean. This is going to be one of those cases where this isn't a sacrifice. They're not. I'm going to go check on that because I don't think they're actually trying to kill him.
Okay.
I will be right back. And Nimi's going to go, what are the guards doing?
They're standing there watching this. They're not entirely sure what's going on.
Nimi's gonna walk up. What are they doing?
You see Reuben is splayed out in the middle of their little field. You see the grass has been tamped down in what looks like a ritual circle. And they are bawing as they walk in circles around Reuben clockwise. The guard kind of looks over at you and he's just like, do you have any idea what's going on?
Not a single one. What are you lot doing to Reuben?
They continue to bah. And then you see the magic circle start to glow, and it clicks down on Reuben, causing his arms to pull in at his chest and his legs to snap together, and they continue their bahs. Ma, 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 ma. And then you see light begin to surround Reuben's face, right around the eyes. And after a moment, the glowing glows and glows brighter and brighter, and then suddenly dims. And you see Reuben's just there. He's lightly laid back on the ground, and one of the sheep move out of the way. One of them grabs Reuben by the leg and starts dragging him past.
Can I roll something to figure out what the fuck just happened?
Roll me perception.
Is it perception or arcana?
It's perception.
Okay. Where? I am so confused.
Nimi, as the sheep is dragging Reuben back by the ankle, you see the thing that has changed, the only difference you can see, because otherwise Reuben just looks normal. He actually looks a little more healthier than he did a little bit earlier. But around his face, around one of his eyes, the color of his scales have changed to make it look like he's wearing a monocle with a chain going over towards where his
my
ear would
God.
be, and he has a really curly mustache. He has the imprint of the color changed on his snout to make it look like he has a really curly mustache at the end of his snout.
Is this their version of drawing glasses and a mustache on somebody's face with a Sharpie?
Yeah. Because that's what it looks like.
Nimi just looks at the guards and just goes, I mean, they're magic sheep. They basically just drew on this face with ink.
I don't think that was ink, man. You see
No?
the sheep comes back, gives you a bah, walks back into the fenced little area, and closes the gate behind them.
Uh-huh. I say equivalent. Nimi's gonna look at the sheep. Is he hurt?
They bah.
At this point, they've been bawing at me enough. Is this a no?
You don't think he's hurt, according to them.
Okay. Nimi's gonna feed them some Eldritch Blast and tell them to behave.
They eat them gladly, their maws opening and grinding the magic apart. The guard
Nimi's
just
gonna-
kind of look at him and like, I'm not going to get used to that.
Nimi looks at the guards and go, you guys aren't required to keep an eye on them if you don't want.
I don't want them running around this city without us knowing, so we're going to keep watch.
Fair enough. Okay. Nimi is just as confused as they are, and she's just gonna walk back.
You see Reuben is asleep on the ground. His butt's in the air. He's got a blanket over him, and now he has like the pinstripe sleeping cap with the little cotton ball at the end of it on his head.
Ye- He is also snoring like a chainsaw.
Yep.
Nimi's gonna walk back in and go, "That was a prank."
What is a prank?
Nimi is going to explain to her what a prank is.
Every and heavy would like those. I think.
Fair enough. So yeah, that wasn't a sacrifice. That was a prank. Okay. Is there anything else that you could tell me?
I will think on it.
Okay. If you need anything, let me know. We are here to help. But get some rest. I will be just outside with the rest of my compatriots, but the way I rest, if you call out, I will hear you.
They remain silent as they nestle their head down on top of the purple dragon.
Nimi is going to, like, put a blanket over them, just, like, for no other reason than comfort, because what else do you do?
Fair.
You know what? Realistically, I actually can probably pick up Reuben.
Yeah, he is a small creature.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put Reuben into bed.
Nimi fucking Miller is still flopped. He has tangled himself up in his blankets.
Okay, Vidar. Vidar, you've lost blanket privileges, and I'm gonna be honest. You have also lost pillow privileges. You're not suffocating in these things. Nimi's gonna put them on the bed and keep the bucket nearby, and just goes, "Sorry, Vidar. You are not suffocating on my watch." And Nimi is going to sit over here and pull out her journal and start to write. And while she's doing it, she knows that Axie is not happy about her situation. So Nimi is going to just be singing fucking nursery rhymes to Axie to soothe her.
Fair. And nothing else really happens the rest of the night. They're able to relax. One thing does happen, however. Radiford, you wake up a little bit cold.
Ooh. It's not winter already, is it? I look around. Is there anything that I could see?
Your blanket has been pushed aside.
Huh. Redford, he's looking for his blanket. He's trying to bundle up for sure.
It's on the ground next to you.
Okay. Without getting out of bed, I do like the real lazy big stretch with the legs kind of like kicking up in the air to balance to grab it.
Fair. You're able to get it just fine.
Oh,
You
awesome.
see Nimi is awake nearby, but she's the only one.
Ah, it got really cold in here, huh?
No. I'm honestly normally cold.
Right on. I throw the blanket to cover me up, try to get warm.
Fair. It doesn't take long.
Mm. Are the dragons still sleeping?
You can see they're in a pile over on the other side.
Cool.
Roll me a perception check real quick.
Right on. Right on.
You feel
Man,
the comfiness of the blanket. It's a good blanket, and you just nuzzled up like, hell yeah. Ow, my head hurts.
why does my head hurt?
Alcohol.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, thank God. Yeah, no, totally normal. Hungover. I am going back to sleep.
Fair. Ruben, you are the next to come back. What do you do?
And Ruben unburies himself from underneath the blanket he was tangled up in.
You feel the nightcap fall off your head, and you're like, I don't remember putting that on.
It's one of those weird little nightcloth things humans wear. Wait,
You see
didn't
it
I
has
sleep on the cabin before?
It has little holes in it for your horns.
Convenient. Ruben will look around the room a little bit in his groggy dazed state.
You see Nemi is sitting at the table. Bandit's foot is twitching off the side of the bed.
Hey, Nemi, thanks for the little tiny hat.
Nimi will nod. I assumed it was yours.
No, I don't got anything this luxurious on me.
Well, I don't know of anyone else that it could fit, so I guess it's yours now.
All right, free stuff. The best kind of stuff.
Nemi, do you look at Ruben at all?
Yeah, I'm looking at him as he's talking to me.
Every time his jaw moves, you see the little fake mustache on his snout wiggle.
I, the player, am giggling. Nimi, on the other hand, is straight faced. As she's not taking responsibility for that one. If she tells him that the sheep did it, it's just gonna cause more issues, so she's gonna keep her mouth shut.
Fair.
Yeah.
If anyone
Reason to-
asks, it probably happened while you guys were drunk and Nimi was checking on the dragons.
What you gonna do, Ruben?
For some reason my face feels itchier than usual. Did I get some of the pillow stuffing on there or something?
You do not currently have any feathers on your face, Ruben.
Well, that's good. Alright. I'll try to drift back off. God, what did Barley put in this recent batch? My head's killing me more than usual.
That's because of the blood loss, Ruben.
You'd think you get used to it after a while.
At that point, Ruben, you hear feet.
Holy... Nemi, the kid's awake!
I can see that.
I've been awake, Ruben. You see, she just kind of looks down as Axie hands the fluffy owl bear back to Nimi.
I will take Fluffy and raise an eyebrow.
It's time for morning training.
Nimi is going to put the owl bear in her bag. I'll follow you out.
There's a nod as Axie is going to go out for a jog.
And Nimi will follow.
Happy owl
as
bear
we're-
noises as they poke their head out to feel the wind on their face.
Yeah, I will shoot a telepathic message to Saphira and letting her know, and to that if she needs me, just poke the redheaded woman she'll be able to get news to me.
All she says is, words are hard to read when they're on pages.
I'll teach you to read later. And Nimi's going to. I assume she's got a book.
You look over, it doesn't look like she has a book.
Was she looking over my shoulder at my book the entire night?
No, she's still sitting over there.
She doesn't have a book or anything that she could read?
No. You see, she's still laying on top of the other ones. The purple one has curled up even further underneath her wing, so you can barely see it at this point, as it's the smallest of the four.
Okay. Nimi goes, What are you reading?
I'm not. Damien is.
Looks at Damien.
You can't really see him since he's underneath her wing.
Fair. I can help you. I can teach you guys to read better. I can teach you the written language later. I've got to go make sure that Axie doesn't overdo it.
She won't. She's in good health.
Thank you. But
Next-
Nimi is still, is still gonna follow Axie out and do the normal training.
Next one up. Torquil, you have returned to the living. Torquil.
They're not muted.
Raven.
Oh my
Raven.
god, he dead.
He just unmuted. He muted and unmuted. His
Yeah,
mic's not
I
working.
think they're figuring it out.
Rejoin, leave and rejoin.
Looks like
Man.
you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
If you're talking, I still don't hear you.
Check your mic settings.
Still don't hear you. Did I mute him on accident? No.
Try turning off and turning on your mic. The physical one, I mean.
Or check your input settings.
Oh, that's what he just did, I think.
Okay.
I apologize for the technical difficulty. Give us just a moment while we get this figured out.
My brain immediately wanted me to fill in the silence with the Jeopardy waiting song music.
I think that's where we all went.
And we're back. Torquil, you're the next one to wake up. What you up to?
Hey. Oh. Hey, what a night. Anyone else awake? Torquil's gonna look around, see if anyone else is awake.
I think Ruben is. But that's it.
Morning, Groot. You making fun of me, laddie?
What? I just woke up. What are you talking about?
What's this? And Torquil will like point at his facial and look while looking at you. His mustache. What is this you got on there?
It's called a snout. You never seen a kobold with a snout before?
I've
Torquil,
seen your snout. Oh, go ahead.
You see the mustache wibble as he talks.
I've seen a snout before, laddie. I'm talking about the goddamn the. Is it actually a hairy mustache or is it like just part of his scales?
It's just part of his scales.
I'm talking about the full mustache you got going over there.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm a lizard. I don't got hair.
Hey, hold on. And Torquil is gonna grab hold of his freedom, his sword, which he always keeps to a nice polish, and hold it up in front of Ruben so you can see his face.
Ruben, as you look into the high polished sword, you don't see anything different. You look like you.
What, you still drunk from last night? I don't see anything.
You're telling me you don't see the mustache and is that a monocle on your scales there? What's going on here?
I don't even know what that word is.
A monocle, like the glass, but like spectacles, but for one eye.
What, you mean that, like, weird eyepiece thing really fancy folks wear?
Hey, that's it.
Oh, I see what's going on. You're having a little jest at me. I get it.
No, hold on. Who's the closest one? Who's the closest one in bed next to me? I
Vidar.
can't see it. I'm gonna kick
He's
the
not
bed.
even in bed. He's just on the ground next to it. He doesn't have a blanket. He doesn't have a pillow. He's just there. He's got a bucket. I imagine
gonna,
he's
like-
pedaling the bucket.
I'm gonna poke at Vidar's ass with my foot. Vidar!
It's
Vidar, you
a
big...
immense pain in the asses, Vidar. Your butt still hurts from getting shot.
So Vidar does wake to that then?
Yeah, you wake from the pain.
You're just gonna hear a very high-pitched squeak of pain from Vidar that
Which
does
is
not
going to
match
wake-
his physique.
Which is going to wake Radaford and Lunaretta.
Shocks me out of bed.
Ah! Wait, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Oh, you
Why?
know what? Oh, go ahead.
You're just gonna hear Vidar whine.
You cut out there. I didn't hear what you said.
He just whines my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Suck it up. All of you. Come here. Come over here. Tell me what you're saying.
Alright.
Sir, can I get a caramel latte for this headache? Oh wait, you're not the busboy. I'm sorry, Ruby. And she's gonna give Ruben a pat on the head.
Aw, Ruby. I love Ruby.
Yes, it's a very endearing name. Lunarad, can you tell Torkoal that he's being crazy or drunk or something right now? He thinks I got like facial hair and this weird rich person single eyepiece that is completely stupid in principle.
Hey,
Wanna
Lottie.
see it?
Hi, Lottie. I never said it was hair. I said it's part of your skin. It's part of your scales or something.
Am I able to see it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my dear friend, you are just looking absolutely dashing this morning.
The pure dapper gentleman.
So,
What?
Ruben, what are you saying? You don't have a mustache and monocle?
I just look straight into this guy's sword reflection and I look completely normal.
I'm really sorry, but every time you talk, that the mustache wiggles, and I'm having a hard time not laughing right now.
So you
Okay.
all see it then. I'm not going crazy.
Oh, I see it.
Out of curiosity, because we are in like a medical ward, do I happen to find like a cane or something around? So for a
No.
walking stick.
Not near.
Oh, unfortunately not. We could have gotten you a nice little walking stick or cane and it completed the entire look.
For crying
Perhaps
out
we can
loud,
give
am I
you a
the only one
little
who's
hat.
sober after last night?
I went to bed right around the same time, and I think everyone else was asleep but Nimi. I don't think that she did anything to you.
Well, look, Nimi and Axie they can clear this up. Like, I
Sure.
saw them last night. They looked at me. They didn't say anything about mustaches or weird eyepieces, and you know they'll clear this up.
They didn't say anything.
So Ruben will hop out of bed and start making his way out of the ward to look for his compatriots.
Oh, you see Nini, Axie, and Merlin, actually. All out there. Axie and Merlin are doing stretches.
Hey, Nemi, kid.
Morning,
This is gonna
Ruben.
be good.
Hey, morning. Listen, can you clear some things up with the others there? I don't know if they're still drunk or something, but They're making this weird claim that I got stuff on my face.
Okay, so first things first. Does Merlin or Axie say anything?
Nope. They're letting you take point on this one.
Okay. Nimi is going to look at Ruben and shrug. You look the same to me. That being said, could be, honestly, if someone has a magic marker.
What?
Be
Yeah,
magic quill.
it's or magic quill.
Yeah, Ruben will quickly make his way over to the nearby wiring hole and take another look at his reflection.
You look fine. You look damn good. Your scales have never looked better.
Look, I'm looking at my reflection right now, and I don't know what the hell they're talking about. You say I look the same, right?
Yes, that being said, Ruben, when I say magic quill, some it would be considered a joke ink, basically. You can basically write honestly anything you want. People have some pranksters has a tendency to use it as a joke, and it could just be that they have it made in the way that I or you can't see it.
Wait, you're saying that there is something on my face? But
I'm saying I can't see anything, but I'm not. But at the same time, that doesn't mean the others are wrong. It just means that it's hidden from both you and I.
Mm.
Ruben
Wait,
kind of looks between you, back at his reflection, looks back at you, then darts his way back to the ward.
As he goes crashing back in to deal with the others, Nimi, fucking Axie's gonna lean over to Nimi and kind of whisper quietly. We both saw that, yeah?
Nimi is going to, without, is not even going to move and just telepathically tell her it was the sheep. I'm not saying anything.
She's gonna nod, but just watch Rupert go blasting back into the ward.
Ruben bursts in and yells, "What the hell is on my face?"
But before anyone could answer, Lunaretta, she's immediately gonna cast minor illusion and do like a little top hat on top of him.
Oh my god.
She will immediately come up over here and then bow deeply and say, "Welcome back to your humble abode, Mr. Rubington."
Does Ruben
Oh.
notice the top hat?
Yeah, it stays there. You see it because you saw her cast something at you, so you do notice it.
Oh, you're the one with the magic quill! As he goes for a tackle.
Athletics or combat.
What do I?
You're doing athletics or acrobatics, Lunaretta.
Which one is better? Neither of them are that great. Acrobatics, nah.
You get leveled by this tiny kobold.
Oof.
Whoa.
Vidar, you and Radiford both see Lunaretta get slammed into the bed.
Let him work it out. Let him work it out.
Wait, Ruben, listen to me.
He's listening.
Do you honestly think that if I had a magic quill, I would stop at you? And she would give like the most like devilish looking smile she possibly could.
And Vidar's left.
Yeah, Ruben, he pauses for a moment and then stands back up. You're very lucky. But that means somebody in here is still messing with me, and I need to find out who.
Ruben, you notice Vidar has made a run for it.
Oh,
That
It's
son of
a slow walk, by the way. It's like I'm done with this. I'm gonna go find somewhere else to sleep.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Wow.
And Ruben is back at the ward. Hey, hand over that magic quill. Hand it over.
oh,
I don't
man.
like
Ruben,
being
what are
pranked.
you doing?
Actually, before that, can I actually try and roll stealth to hide in the trees?
Yeah.
Hold on. Do I have any hero points? Because I have. Oh, I still have my armor on because no one took that me out of it, did they?
You were out of it because y'all changed after y'all got back.
Okay, then I don't have disadvantage in this case. Then okay.
Because otherwise you wouldn't have been getting the benefit of the sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, have we gone to long rest?
Yeah, it's the next day.
Okay.
Okay, just making sure.
And Ruben will look back to the enemy and say, "Somebody's screwing around with me. Somebody's playing around with magic quill. And right now, I'm going down the list of subjects, and Vidar's next on it."
You don't know where Vidar went.
Ruben, Vidar's been out drunk. He was with me.
But they ran out of the place when I was looking for my next suspect. That means they're guilty, right?
No, it means that they're probably hungover.
Okay. So that would leave either you, Torquil, or Rutherford, the Magic Man.
Well, Lottie, I don't have a magic coil for one thing. For other, I'm the one who told you what's on your face. So
Then it's gotta be the Magic Man. Alright, I'm making my way back.
Ruben, you do realize that it could have been someone that did it while I wasn't in the room and therefore could have been someone that's not even here at the moment?
Hmm,
I wasn't in there all night.
that is true. Everyone is a suspect. Ruben says as he gives a side eye to all three of the guards outside.
They just stare back at you.
Ruben, leave the guards alone.
Then now. And Ruben will head back to the ward to pursue his next possible suspect.
Well, that's going on. Torquil, what are you doing to the sheep?
Torquil's gonna head over to the sheep. Have you all told Torquil that these are magical devourers in the shape of sheep?
I don't think so.
Oh, were you not in the room when Nimi fed them through the window?
No, because that was last session.
Yeah.
So no.
So Torquil is gonna grab up a handful of grass from the path and hold it out to the sheep. Yeah, here
The
we
guard's
sheep.
gonna grab your arm. I wouldn't do that, mate.
Right, there's sheep. Sheep eat grass.
They eat more than
Um,
grass, and they'll get you fingers.
They eat magic, Torquil. And you're gonna see Nimi just throws an eldritch blast into the midst of the sheep.
Nibby, you Torquil, you turn around just in time to see the sheep's jaw open up and this spiraling throat of sharp teeth just go down their gullet as they try to take a chunk out of your hand. But the Eldritch Blast goes in, and you see the magic get ripped apart and sucked into its mouth.
What in the seven hells kind of sheep are these?
They're my sheep.
I will look over. Do I see the remains of the magic circle in here?
No, they ate it.
They ate the tramped ground. The tramped ground.
Yeah.
I thought they tramped. What in the fuck? I don't even want to know what haggis made with these creepy fuckers would taste like.
As
God
you say
damn.
that, you see suddenly they all move forward in unison, and they are all staring daggers at Torquil.
Tarkwell.
I said I wouldn't make haggis out of them. What the hell? What do they want to be made into it?
No,
Creepy,
because
creepy
it
ass
sounds like a
fuzzballs.
threat, Torquil. Don't threaten the sheep, and they'll be nice to you.
Just keep them away from me, I think that's the only magical thing they could eat.
You're the one that walked up to him.
I thought they were normal sheep. I didn't know they were sheep from the seventh circle of hell. What the hell what kind of ranching are you having? Hell sheep.
Maybe you know they are significantly worse than hell sheep.
Oh, Twerkwell. You think they're hell sheep. They're not so nice. Just pat
You
you on the
remember
shoulder.
their original title. There's more to it than Devourers. You remember that?
It's been long enough. Tell me it again.
They're world devourers.
That's
They
right.
land on worlds and planes to eat the whole damn plane.
Yeah. So Nimi's just gonna pat your shoulder and go, I, currently Turquoise, am the one that's keeping them from devouring this entire everything. Be nice to the sheep.
Hey. So, you're a magical type, eh?
That I am. Nimi's
Do I?
gonna pat the closest sheep to her.
They're all staring at Torquil.
She's just going to, like, as this conversation's going, she's just feeding them Eldritch Blast.
As different ones keep sucking the magic out of Nimi's hand.
You got an idea what's going on with Ruben's face?
Tranquil.
Tranquil.
Mhm.
I'm inciting that because I was in the bed right next to Ruben. I'm not that's not strong like deepest sleeper even when I'm drunk.
No, here's the thing. I'm surprised Ruben didn't fucking incite me.
I'm incited it. 15.
You think he seems pretty straightforward about it.
But who the hell even has a tranquil in our party? I don't think anyone else came in here.
Nimi shrugs.
Out of everybody
You guys-
that might have a drunk prank quill, who might it be? I wonder.
I mean, it probably was Rathesmith, but
Looks
I
at
don't think
Axie.
Axie's not the one that gets drunk a lot.
No. But the one out of everyone who would have a prank quill, my money would be on her. Or Lunaretta.
There's
That
something
being-
not me. Has a higher chance.
That being said, you all know above table that I'm lying my fucking ass off.
But yeah, fucking Axie's still doing jumping jacks with Merlin. She's not getting involved.
Anywho, Nimi is gonna look at you, Turquoise, and go, anyone could have it. Honestly, I wasn't even in the room all night, so realistically, a kid could have wandered in and done it.
hey. Well, the wee lad's on a warpath now. Well, as long as no one fucks with my mesh, that's I'm fine. But I'll try to keep his investigation under in check.
All right. Don't do anything stupid. She'll pat you on the shoulder. And as
Oh,
you... Yeah.
when
No,
do I
no.
ever do anything stupid?
But as Turquoise walks away, Nimi is going to look at the sheep and crouch down and whispers, don't you... 1, 2, 3, 1.
5. There's 5 sheep.
Don't you 5 dare.
They look at you. As if to say, what? We're innocent sheep.
Mm-hmm. Rebel making fluffies.
But
She's gonna give him a mind sliver this time.
nice. Well, Ruben, you are marching in. You see Aether is waking up as well.
Ruben's just roaring, Magic Man! You better fix my face or I swear to whatever gods will listen, I won't need magic to mess up yours!
Oh God.
No, leave him.
So Ruben, let's cool our temperatures just a little bit. You know it wasn't me. We went to bed at the same time. Nimi would have said something. She was awake the entire time. If I would have got up and marked on your face at all. That has to be like the logical thing, right?
Oh, you're using that head magic thing, logic.
No. Listen. I want to help you. I want to help because this mystery it goes deeper than any of us think. Yeah, there's big dragons, there's a lot of things going on, but we need to figure this out.
Yes, it is imperative that we find this item and confiscate it so that no further harm may be brought upon from it.
Right. No, we're here to help. You know I didn't do it. There's no way I could have done it. I was hammered. Piss hammered.
Ruben narrows his eyes at you and just goes, For now, you're off the list.
What do we got a list
Let me
for?
Somebody used magic to mess with my face and... Another magic person.
What?
Wait, it couldn't have been her. She was also drunk.
Oh, nice
and
mustache, Rubes.
is currently.
Man, that's on there pretty well. What did you use? You see, she gets up, walks across the room, her hoofs kind of clopping on the hardwood, before she takes your cheeks in her hands and kind of turns your head to get a good look. Man, I can never get that effect. She
Ruben
wiggles your
is
face a little bit, making the mustache wiggle.
Ruben is red hot, burning with rage right now.
Is there anything Rediford could do to like see if there's a trace like on his scales that would indicate like what kind of magic it was?
You could use detect magic, try to figure out what kind of magic is.
No, I don't got it. Gotcha. It is a sweet mustache though. And everyone comments on the mustache, but the monocle is definitely a nice touch as well.
Yeah, it moves. Every time I've done something like this, it always stays in one spot. That's skillfully done, whoever did it.
If you think about it, most people use up a lot of time, effort, and funds to get to where you look like right now.
Well, ain't that just a cold comfort? But I don't like looking in the mirror and seeing a face that I don't actually got.
Well, it's not actually changing your face.
And you're so beautiful.
Yeah, isn't it a common saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder?
Well, I mean, one of those big multi-eyed underdog monstrosities. It did this. I'm gonna kill it.
No, Ruben. So let's focus. Who have you asked about last night? Like, have you talked to Nimi about this at all?
Yeah, she was the, I went outside, I asked her, like, the others are talking crazy. She said she didn't see anything, but there might be magical markers, junks on my face. So I went over to the fountain, looked in it, I didn't see anything. She got me worried. Wait, I know what this is. I've read about, well, I haven't read about this because I can't read, but I've heard about this from people who can read. This is torchlighting, isn't it?
Torch lighting? So you think we're all in on this and trying to make you seem like you're crazy, and we all schemed while you went to bed to convince you that you have a magic mustache and monocle on your scales.
I had a feeling it
Yeah,
didn't make sense.
Radford ain't the only one who can use that logic head magic.
With the okay,
Go ahead, Torko.
would Torkel have come have managed to get here?
Yeah, you're here by this point. You're walking through the door.
Hold on, Wheeler. Hold on. So you're saying everyone here is seeing the mustache, but there's only one person who isn't seeing it.
Well, two if you count myself, but yeah?
And you don't
Okay.
find that suspicious?
Not suspicious at all.
Well, I mean,
Hold
let
on.
me wait.
Yeah, that's logic, Ruben. Come on.
Oh, another magic person.
Uh-huh.
Well, it seems as if we have found our culprit, and
As a
and we must take away her dubious device post haste.
At once.
As a matter of fact, hold on. Oi, guard, come here for a sec.
I'm not allowed to leave my post, mate.
Oh, right.
All right.
Sorry. Ruben, come with me. I grab hold of Ruben's small shoulder and drag him in front of this guard.
I can walk.
You're an objective observer, eh?
Oh yeah.
What does this kobold have on his eye and on his snout?
Governor Nighthill's stash and monocle.
I knew it looked familiar. It's... Oh, I knew it.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how handsome would you rate our little friend with his new accessories?
Choose your words carefully.
You looking pretty fly for a red guy?
Nice.
Aw, see? It is an upgrade.
And also, see, everyone can see it, except you and one other person.
The same person who was on watch.
Who is
Hey.
also in league with one of your greatest enemies.
Uh-huh.
Ruben
What are you
turns
talking
in the
about?
direction of Nemi.
What greatest
Nimi's
enemy?
doing target practice.
Are you shooting the sheep? They keep eating it.
I'm doing that, but also switching to there's like I've set up a little actually does Merlin have mage hand?
Probably. Merlin,
Okay.
do you have mage hand? Yes.
Okay. So she's gonna switch between having throwing that at the sheep, but also asking Merlin to move a target. And she's also throwing daggers.
Very fair. Usually the sheep want to eat the daggers too.
Nimi's not letting them eat the daggers. She's distracting them with more magic.
Fair. There's also snoring from the trees.
Ruben's gonna
Not
start
too
stomping
loud,
over
just
towards
light
Nemi.
snoring. Oh, sorry, Ruben.
That's alright. I was just saying Ruben's starting to stomp on over towards Nemi.
You get
It's looking
a
like
close,
West Side Story.
and then Ruben, you see something steps in your path.
What the?
What the hell is that?
It's Nemi's tiny deer thing.
Oh, they're not tiny now. They're about the same size as Torkel now.
Okay, not as tiny anymore.
Ruben, let's look at this with that mind magic you're talking about. We know possibly for sure it was probably Nimi's doing or involvement in somewhere, or she knows what happened. More likely, she just knows what happened. Nimby doesn't seem the type to pull a prank. But you're storming towards someone who has a bunch of horrifying sheep creatures and this massive stag as protectors. You sure you want to get all confrontational with her, lad?
Reuben looks up to the stag and just goes, I've stared down bigger. Neme, get over here!
Ooh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
we,
Nimi's going to raise an eyebrow, but is going to step over. Is the deer going to get into my way?
Oh yeah.
The others tell me
Okay,
that you've
yes.
been tricking me, that you're the only one who can't see the stuff on my face. And that's a lie, or you're lying about putting this stuff on my face and not putting the stuff on my... I don't know, my head's all turned around from head magic.
Reuben. And Nimi is still like actively trying to get around this deer.
You see it keep stomping and stepping in your way.
Nimi's getting slightly frustrated with it. But she's gonna go, Reuben, did you ever think that maybe I can't see it due to the fact that I could take it off?
I don't know how magic works.
Can't take something
Reuben
off I
quickly,
can't see.
Oh, sorry.
Can't take something off that I can't see. And Nimi is like is still, she's in a staring contest at this point with this fucking deer.
It's ignoring you.
You know, I'll give that insight check. Can't tell if she.
Perception
One
or
sec.
deception from Nemi.
One sec.
Yet again, she's pretty level faced and looks a little worried for Reuben, actually.
Huh. Well, if it wasn't you, then who was it?
So nothing at all happened last night with Reuben.
All I know is somebody is torchlighting me right now, and as soon as I figure
Yes.
out who...
Someone is torchlighting you, and it's not the people that can see the shit on your face.
You know, if you think about it, if they're torchlighting Reuben, they're torchlighting all of us by extension.
That is kind of true, but we're getting into semantics here. So nothing at all happened to Reuben last night.
You'll see Vidar appear from out in the bushes.
He's just gonna walk up next to Nemi and turn to her and go, "What's going on?" I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember how I ended up in that bush over there.
Reuben... Oh, go ahead.
Someone's playing a prank on Reuben. I'm trying to get past the deer. And
But suddenly tentacles reach out from the back of the deer's head, grab Nemi, tighten around her, and slam her to the ground. Doesn't hurt,
What
but Nemi
the-
is now restrained.
Oh.
Oh
Is
shit! Oh shit! The elder's deer is turned against its master.
It's trying to silence her.
Nimi's like actively squirming. And she goes, I am not this thing's master. Thank you very much.
Well-
Y'all see
it's
the
either-
deer looks back at y'all, and y'all see its eyes have gone from the soft blue the rest of its body usually holds to a crackling red and black.
Yeah, Vidar's gonna take out. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have his scimitars because he doesn't have any of his shit with him.
Reuben
Well,
may not know a lot about magic, but he knows that doesn't look right.
Torque was gonna pull out his great sword. Like, are we about to have to fuck with this deer? No.
If it
Nimi's
doesn't let
going
Nimi
to
go.
scream in all of your head, don't touch it.
Damn it!
And it's a panicked it's a panicked yell in your head.
Just tell us what happened to Ruben last night.
And where the quill is.
Don't
I
know where
think
the
we got
quill is.
bigger-
Don't know what happened to Ruben. You touch this thing and it will kill you.
I think we got bigger problems than Ruben's prank.
No, we
I think
don't. This is important.
You see,
Maybe if-
Axie is running close, and she is starting to speak quietly to Nimi. Y'all can also hear the sound of running feet.
From which direction?
From towards the gate.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, it's our good friends.
yeah, I'm sure.
It was you.
As you see Bonnie and Toshinori. Bonnie is still coated in blood. She doesn't look like she slept.
Has Lunaretta met Bonnie and Toshinori yet?
Vidar hasn't. Lunaretta did briefly.
Okay.
Ruben will call out, Bonnie, Toshinori, get over here. Something's up with Nimi's deer.
You see, they are running up. Nimi, I need a charisma save. Disadvantage.
Fuck.
Y'all all see Nimi kind of twitch, and the deer do the same twitch of the head. And then y'all see Nimi rise from the ground and land on her feet, and then the deer shreds out of existence.
What? Okay, Nimi, what the hell kind of creatures do you have in your barn?
You see the the sheep are getting the fuck out of the way as they grab the guards and pull them into the
Oh no.
It's at that
And
point y'all see
not a good
Nimi's
sign.
hand whip around, land directly on Axie's chest, and you see a black burst catch her dead center, and she gets launched, bouncing off the second story crenellation and blasting through it.
No.
Wait, Nemi just attacked Axie?
Yes, she just got blasted. I
All
need
right,
initiative
can
from
I-
the party.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be straight with all of you.
Whoa.
This is quite dire for a prank.
I was thinking the same thing, my love. I mean, Winteretta. I was thinking the same thing.
Y'all see another issue as Nimi looks back, ignoring Axie's scream as she bounces off the wall. Her eyes have that same black and red lightning.
Do I need initiative?
No.
No.
I didn't
No.
think so. I'm sorry, you guys. I rolled really bad.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry.
It was
This
a
We
This
don't
is
blame
dire.
you. We'll just revolt against God.
it was a charisma, you said, or that you had to save.
Yeah.
Dang.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all of y'all. Merlin's here for the fight. Bonnie's here. Toshinori's here. Axie might be able to get back up after that.
Oh, wait, what about the owlbear cub?
Aether's there. The bear actually can't fight. They're technically on the thing, but their front legs are
no.
still broken.
Oh no, it's in the crop.
And it's
Oh, my-
currently in my bag still.
Okay, so it's out of immediate firing range at least.
Toshinori is going to
Uh,
come dashing up and attempt to grab
Fine.
Nimi from behind. He is going to go for his athletics. He is going to try to get his arms around, and she is going to whip around, catch him with an open palm strike right to the bottom of his jaw, and he goes tumbling, crashing through the grate. The sheep separate them and the guards. As you see cracks appear in the wall. As Nimi turns to the lot of you, a massive toothy grin on their face.
That's not Nimi.
You know what?
It's
I
been a
kinda dig it.
while since I've been able to play. Let's see if our new friends are more durable than the last. As Ruben, Nimi is going to attempt to grab you by the face.
Okay.
What's your AC? You're not wearing armor at the moment.
Yeah, let me just
So
uncheck
two
that.
decks.
See, chainmail. Remove the
Oh yeah, that's
shield.
it.
So
As you
11.
get grabbed and you feel energy burning into your head.
God damn white magic!
You are going to take 15 necrotic damage.
Oh no.
What was that number again?
15. And then you are
Okay.
going to be thrown to the side, crashing into the wall over here.
Okay.
You are going to land prone. That brings us to Axie, who's out of commission for the moment. Torquil.
All right, Torque will jump forward and try to pin Nimmy down, covering their mouth and grabbing their hands.
Roll me athletics. Torquil, you grab her and you get a good grip on her wrist. And you're like, okay, she's tiny. And then she grins at you and easily starts shoving you back, putting your arms up, exposing your chest, and Spartan kicking you in the gut. You fly back, the guard dives out of the way, and you indent into the wall.
Oh, I don't think Nimmy's in there right now.
You are going to take 24 bludgeoning. You
Holy
definitely
shit.
heard your ribs crack. Not a full crack, but you definitely heard they didn't like that. As you are currently restrained by the stone wall.
Oh.
That brings us to Aether, who's going to come sprinting out, really not sure what's going on as they're sprinting this way. Which brings us to the Cup, who's distressed and in the swinging bag. Vidar!
All right. I have two thoughts of what I could do, which is I could attempt another grapple like Torquil did, but I see how that turned out. So instead, I think I'm just gonna try and knock Nemi's ass out. So, one quick clarifying question before I do this. Hunter's Mark. It specifically says a weapon attack. Does that mean that it would not trigger with an unarmed strike?
Correct.
Damn.
Because
I
you
thought
can't
not
smite on
like
it.
counted as a melee weapon.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
The next question is can Hunter's Mark be non-lethal?
No, it cannot.
I thought we said last fight that it could.
Oh yeah, because it goes off of the damage you naturally do, so it can.
Yeah. Alright, then yeah, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on Nemi.
I need a charisma save from you.
From me?
Yep.
Fuck. Disadvantage or normal?
Normal.
Okay. It was almost a nat 20!
As you feel the magic leave you and try to lock down on Nimi, it instead reverses and catches on you.
Oh shit. Alright, that didn't work out. That was my bonus action. I'm going to try a non-lethal unarmed strike on Nemi.
Okay. You are going to manage to hit.
All right. I'm also going to do favored foe. Use one of my favored foes on Nemi.
Gotcha.
So that means I do an extra 1d4. Let me roll. I do a 4 damage from that. That's not what it was supposed to be. Hold on. I'm sorry. Ignore that. I just do 4 damage from unarmed strike.
Gotcha. And how much do you do from David Foe?
2. So 6.
As you see black energy pour out of them and back up into your arm as you hit, you are going to take 12 necrotic.
Fuck. Yeah. Vidar is going to yell at, fuck. It hits you back!
Yeah.
And that'll be his turn.
That is going to bring us to Bonnie. Bonnie is going to go. She is going to turn and run this way. Oh, the party can't see them. Hang on, I need to zoom out a little bit. Zoom in. There we go. As Bonnie is going all the way over here. Which brings us to Ruben.
As Ruben pulls himself off the wall and kind of shakes himself back to his feet, he's gonna say, "Oh, I swear, this turns out to be a really elaborate prank. I'm gonna torchlight everything on fire."
Just doesn't have a grasp on the torchlight thing.
And Ruben is going to throw a firebolt towards Nemi. 17.
It's going to hit. Do me damage.
2 fire damage.
Gotcha. As you see it hits and they twitch, and then they reach out a hand, point directly at you, and there's a shot of black lightning that slams into your chest for 4 necrotic damage.
Really hoping not a prank.
Why would this be a little prank, you waste of scales?
Hey, that's my new friend. Be nice.
Be nice. I can do that. I'll make his death quick.
And Ruben stalks forward for 15 feet. That is the end of his turn.
That brings us to Merlin. Merlin is panicking. Merlin is trying to go up there. He doesn't know what to do. He's got magic, not really much that's gonna help here. Which brings us to Lunaretta.
Yeah. So out of the two, because I know Vidar and Torquil got hit pretty hard. Who's looking a bit like worse for wear?
Torquil by far took the heavier hit.
Okay. I think I was gonna come over here really quickly. And she's gonna go ahead and do a very quick. Actually, wait, is this? Oh, I don't need to move for that. I should be able to target Torquil just with a healing word, right?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. I'll do that. Do I have it on here? I do. 4.
4 HP back to Torquil.
There you go. And then, seeing as how they get blown back when they make like physical contact, right?
That's what happened to Torquil and Toshinori. Toshinori is still embedded in the wall, as is Torquil.
Okay. I think Lunaretta, she's gonna make at least some space, at least over here. And then, seeing as how a weird disembodied voice, or rather like a weird masculine sounding voice, I'm assuming,
It's coming from Nimi's lips, yeah.
Yeah, is coming out of Nimi's lips. And obviously it looks like it's possession. Lunaretta is gonna come over here, and then she'll just sort of remark, I hope you realize that possession is probably gonna be the closest thing you'll ever get to in regards to being inside a woman. And then she'll go ahead and use vicious mockery.
Oof.
It is going to make a save. They are going to succeed. Let's see if it holds up. As you see a black spear appear next to it, and they flick it at you, and it slams into your stomach. It is going to do 21 necrotic damage. To Lunaretta.
Yeah, I figured. Why am I blanking? Okay, it's 16. Yeah.
Is Redford a sorcerer or a wizard?
Sorcerer.
Okay, cool. Redford, what you up to?
Seeing that, he will shout, "My queen!" And then he's gonna run at Nimi and try to restrain her.
You see when you say that, Nimi whips around and you can see the lightning and hatred on her face.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm gonna go for it, you know. I'm gonna try to just grapple her, restrain her.
You see, roll athletics real quick.
Yeah. All right.
You see, you go to grab her, and her hand moves faster almost than you can vision, and you feel a brief pain in your chest. As Radiford, you are going to take 85 necrotic damage
Oh
as
shit.
she directly blasts a hole into your heart.
Oof. That almost. I'm pretty sure that just straight up kills him.
No, it doesn't.
No, almost. Very
You
close.
need 90 to kill you.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm down for sure.
As y'all see dripping blood, Nimi's hand pulls back and Radiford drops like a puppet whose strings have been cut.
Ow.
Oh no, my prince.
As Radiford is currently bleeding out.
My radical radifor.
That brings us to Toshinori, who
Yes.
doesn't get back up. Which brings us to Nimi, who is going to kick at Vidar.
Ooh. If she's gonna make an attack roll, I'm gonna use cutting words.
Okay. That's what, a D6 max?
Yeah.
That's hitting either way.
Oh, damn.
So it brings it down, even if you max it, that's still going to be a 17 to hit.
Okay, yeah, well, that's spent.
And with my armor, I am 15. So
Yeah, and you don't even have
And
your
I don't
armor on
have-
right now. So
nope.
that is going to be 21 damage as she kicks out your leg, grabs your face, and slams you to the ground.
I'm still up, and at that, he's going to spit out a little bit of blood and go, "Joke's on you. My mother taught me how to fight. She's a scarier bitch than you."
Damn.
It's at that point y'all see the sun come out. Y'all aren't sure why. You thought the sun was already up, but it just got a lot fucking brighter. Torcro, what you up to? You're stuck in a wall.
All right, so Torquil is going to pull himself out of the wall.
I need athletics to try. I'll take your action. You are
Okay.
embedded. You do manage to pull yourself out, though. It fucking hurts, though. As there are spears of stone just embedded into your shoulders.
Torquil, after pulling himself out, he's gonna run back into the fight.
You see Radiford is bleeding out on the ground.
Nimmy, if you can hear me, last fight, whatever the hell this is.
She's not here. Would you like to leave a message? Oh, wait, you won't live long enough to leave it.
I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Okay.
All right, there we go. So now I'm ragey. Torquil is just like, I don't want to have to hurt Nimmy, but if I have to just to get you out of there, I will.
Anything else from Torquil?
Nope.
Gotcha. That
You
brings us
have your
to Aether.
action.
Aether is going to come and try to grab at dear Nimmy. They are then going to get backhanded into this wall for 27 damage. Which brings us to Scub, who's still distressed, screaming, Vidar!
I am here. I have one idea of something I can do, but I don't even know if it would help at all.
Excuse me.
Fuck it. I'm gonna try and grapple. Well, I'm assuming first I have to get up.
Yes.
So I'll use half my movement to get up from prone. Yeah. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to grapple.
Okay, roll me athletics.
I'm going to use a hero point to get advantage.
Okay.
And it's not gonna.
It's a 4 and a 2.
Yeah.
As you lunge forward trying to grab her, she just steps back. You see what looks like or Torquil sees it. Nimmy raises her hand and a black spear appears in it, and they lance it through the middle of Vidar's back. Vidar, you are going to take 12 necrotic damage, and you are going to be restrained to the ground.
I'm down with that. I had 12 left.
Fair. As you see Vidar is stuck in place and now dying. That brings us to Bonnie. Bonnie's still on the run. He's over here, and she's going to start doing that. Ruben! Radiford's down. Vidar's down. Aether just got slammed into a wall.
Ruben's gonna look over to Lunaretta and say, I got the magic man if you got the big guy.
Yeah, I can carry that.
And Ruben will head over to Radford, crouch down, and give a casting of, let's see here. Yeah, he'll give some lay on hands hit points, 5 to be exact.
You see black
Thank
energy
you.
seep out of Nimmy, and the healing only does 2.
Well, healing is healing.
As Radiford, you start to wake up in an immense amount of pain.
Does Nimmy still have his heart in her hand?
No, he didn't take it out. He just blasted it.
Okay, oh thank God. Oh thank God.
Magic man, I need a smart guy's opinion here. What the hell's going on?
This isn't the prank, I think. This isn't my kind of magic.
About time you caught up. Let's see how many of your friends die before the rest figure it out.
And that'll be Ruben's turn.
That brings us to Merlin. Merlin is setting up a ritual circle. Which brings us to Lunaretta.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a healing word at the dying Vidar. Take that. 7.
It is going to get cut down to 3.
Healing is healing.
As Vidar, you wake up in extreme pain, as there is still a spear sticking through your lower back and spearing you to the ground.
Yeah, you just hear him do like a groan screech in pain.
You know what? If this is all part of your little torch lighting pranking scheme, I just wanted to say that it was very funny, and I think it could probably do some work, Nimmy. But you know what? Kisses, love you. I'm gonna dodge action and hide behind this guard.
Gotcha. You see that guard is currently held in place by black tendrils. It's trying to cover his mouth.
Oh, thank the gods you're not gonna go anywhere.
Alrighty, that brings us to Radiford. Radiford, you are awake but in pain.
Oh, yeah. I need to get out of here. I will use half my movement to stand up.
Gotcha.
And could I use a bonus action Misty Step? Just to get out of range? Or attempt, at least.
Yep.
I just want to get, like, closer to the sheep area. Let's see.
Gotcha.
Would, like, here work?
Yep, you try to teleport. You find you don't appear where you were planning on going. You appear with her hand around your throat. And where do you think you're going?
I thought I had you on that one.
You feel she starts to grip and you feel your airways cut off.
I try to grab Nemi's arms to alleviate it. I know it's not going to do anything.
She feels stronger than Torquil, despite her small stature. But at Radiford, you still have your action, technically. What you doing, Torquil? Not Torquil. Radiford.
Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't even attempt to like get out of this. It would just kill me.
Are you just gonna chill?
Yeah, dodge action if possible.
That's fair. Do you think you can fly? Let's find out. As Radiford, you get yeeted through the sky.
Yep.
As quicker than you thought, you are over the cloud layer.
Oh, like Team Rocket style? Oh god.
Radiford, or Ruben, you saw that happen.
Crap! Somebody catch the magic, man.
Wait, Torgal didn't see that?
Oh, Torquil saw it too. I just didn't. You blend in with the floor. Torquil, you saw it too. Radiford just got launched into the stratosphere.
I don't know if he can fly, or at the very least, fall slow.
I'm cupping my hands and yelling out, "Find like a haystack! Leap of faith, Radiford!"
It's at that point y'all see the sun starts to set. as you see a golden bitch come flying off the side of a building and double fist pummel the back of Nimi's head. Nimi immediately whips around and tries to slap what is now very obviously Axie, who is her hair is glowing and on fire. Lunges at her. She manages to dip to the side, grab Nimi's face, and they start fighting. Hand to hand. It is fast. Blasts of black and gold going either way. Torquil, what you gonna do as you see ground getting torn up by these blasts?
I'm not sure. This is not like it. It seems like whoever is taking control of Nimi is godlike in power. So, not sure what Torquil can do.
There is the flying rat I've heard about. He's about to come back.
What can I? If I look up, can I see where Radford is headed?
Oh, you can see him. He's falling directly back towards where y'all are.
Like straight down?
Vaguely. He'll hit somewhere in the key. It'll be an intelligence check to try to figure out where.
Okay, I'm gonna roll intelligence on that.
Best you're able to calculate based on the fall, he's probably going to hit over next to the sun dish off to the right, bottom right of the map.
Oh, shite! Oh, shite! I'm coming around the horror. I'm gonna and Torquil will. Let's see if I can even make it up there. I can barely make it. Okay, so I'm gonna dash and put myself right here and hopefully get ready to catch him.
Gotcha. That brings us to Aether, who is trying to get herself out of the wall, but not doing well. Vidar, you were speared to the ground. What you doing?
Honestly, Vidar can't think of anything else he can do, so he's going to try a last-ditch effort to see if this could potentially help in any way. He's going to use his once-a-day detect magic from his Furbolg, his race of Furbolg, to try and figure out what the fuck is going on.
You sense the amount of magic being blasted out of the pair that are fighting burns your eyes.
Fuck.
Team Rock is blasting off.
Axie's mostly using what looks like evocation magic, but you can't identify what the other one is using.
So I can detect what Axie's using, but not what Nemi's using.
Correct.
Doesn't help us at all. And I would have had to have used an action to try and get myself unstuck, correct?
Yes.
That means I'm stuck here for the next turn, so.
Gotcha. That's at that point y'all see Bonnie make it on to where Axie got blasted through. And you see her hands are glowing golden as it seems to be assisting Axie in some weird way. As energy is going from her to Axie. Ruben, what are you doing? As these two are moving faster and faster.
Ruben is gonna go partially through the fountain as he makes his way over to flank with Axie. He is going to we're out in Draconic. Nimi, come back to us. Fight this, you stronger, damn it. As he's gonna use a bonus action Draconic Cry to give everyone advantage until the next round. And he's gonna make an unarmed strike on the back of Nimi's head.
Okay.
Let's see here. Remind me with flanking, it's +2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's
that is 20 to hit then.
Do me some damage.
6 bludgeoning.
6. As a black lance goes through your leg just above your knee, doing 12 necrotic.
That's the best you got, you damn ghost.
Anything else from Ruben?
That's movement, action, and bonus action, so aside from his taunts, that's everything.
You see Merlin finishes his ritual, and Axie continues to glow brighter as energy from both of the two are getting pulled into her, and she is moving faster and faster. Lunaretta, what you up to over there?
Alright, so just to double check, Torquil is where
Over to the right.
roughly,
Yeah,
I'm
where
sorry?
he thinks Radiford is going to fall.
Okay. I think I should have line of sight with them, right?
I mean, you can't see Radiford anymore because he's upstairs.
No, but Torquil.
No, the Torquil's what I meant. You don't see him anymore because he ran upstairs and you can't see up the wall.
Yeah. Okay. Would I be able to see him like up halfway up the stairs?
No, because you're still under the wall.
Okay. Oh, wait. It's a bonus action. I'm gonna go ahead and because what is it? Axie is currently like brawling with Nimi, right?
Yeah, and they are moving fast, spiraling
Okay.
around each other.
Okay.
They're more blurs of light than they are physical bodies.
Okay, they're going full on Goku versus Frieza. Okay, got it.
It's more of a Vegeta Goku versus Broly.
Ooh.
Fair.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. I'll come over here, and I'm gonna give full action dashing, by the way, and I'm gonna go ahead and give Torquil inspiration, bardic inspiration, and that'll be the turn.
Gotcha. Radiford, you are careening towards the ground. Anything you can do about this?
Could I ask any kind of god that is listening for just a safe landing?
You could. Yeah.
You know? I don't know if I want to do that actually. So,
This would probably be one of those moments that, if you're going to do that, maybe ask a specific god.
right. Mm-hmm. I thought about the wording.
On the other side, that god might not be listening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can't leave that to chance. So, I'm just going to close my eyes and hope I land in a big set of arms.
As you're following Radiford, you feel a small pat on your back. Spread out a little bit, mate. You're gonna hit the ground a little bit hard like that.
Who are you?
You got 3 seconds.
I do as he says.
As you suddenly flail out, spread eagle, as you hit the softest fluff you've ever hit.
Oh. I realized.
As you hear concern buying at you.
So I was just way off, huh?
Oh yeah, you got an 8 on the intelligence. Toshinori's still out of the fight, which brings us to
That's so fun. That's so fun.
But Nimi is going to try to bash down Axie as she gets in a good lick. As you see, blood is starting to coat the area. Some of it black, some of it gold, some of it red. And they are going hard. But as the energy pours into Bonnie and Merlin, Axie manages to fully grab Nimi around the chest, and you see the golden energy starting to fight with the black, pouring into Nimi and try to force the black out. Torquil, you saw. You done a miscalculate. You saw him
Yikes.
disappear behind the tower.
I was way
couldn't
off.
do that. You're off by a couple more than 60 feet, I believe.
Well, either he fell in with the sheep or he fell on a building. Either way, I don't think the chances are good for Radifer. Well, best join back with the fray, I guess. And
I believe
Hmm?
in you.
Torkel will dash back over to where he was before.
Gotcha. That brings us to Aether, who's still in the wall. Brings us to Owlbear, who's even more concerned about what's going on. Vidar, you're still speared to the ground.
All right. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah. Yeah, Vidar's gonna be stupid. First things first, he's gonna try and get himself unstuck.
Okay, use your action.
Yep. Do I have to roll anything or no?
Athletics.
Okay.
You do not get yourself unstuck as you feel an intense pain in your stomach.
Do I take any damage?
No, you can't get
Okay,
it to
good.
move.
Ah. Okay. The bonus action is whenever I hit. Yuck me. I can do nothing unless I want to try and turn myself invisible, but that won't really do anything. So that's my turn.
Alrighty, that brings us to Bonnie, who's working on pouring energy into Axie. Ruben, what you up to?
Yeah, ready. Vidar's not looking too great with that spear for their chest, right?
No, they are not.
Ruben is going to attempt to reach out and try to grab hold of the Eldritch Spear.
Gotcha. Roll me an athletics.
Okay. 9.
It's not going to budge in the slightest.
Okay. Does that take my action, or...?
Yes.
Okay. Then Ruben is just going to look back towards Nimi and attempting to give some words of encouragement. He'll say, "Come on, kid. You helped us when the kid was under this influence. You can push through it too."
Is that it for Ruben?
That's it.
Merlin is still pouring energy into Axie as well. Lunaretta, what you doing up there?
Yeah, what am I doing? Real quick, what exactly is this? In the bottom right.
It is effectively sundial.
Okay. Would I happen to know what its function is?
Telling time.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to burn through my spell slots. And it looks like they kinda. Is Vidar still in a wall?
Vidar?
Vidar, are you... was anyone still pinned?
Toshinori's still on a wall, and Aether is still on a wall.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Vidar, you said, was
He's not
pinned to the ground.
wall. Yeah, he has a spear through his chest, keeping him from moving.
Okay.
It's his lower back, not his chest.
I'm assuming Nimi is just outright untargetable, right?
I mean, you can still target her if you want. Axie is currently pouring golden energy into her, and it's fighting with the black.
I don't think I will. I'm gonna go ahead and just run over by Ether, and I'll set up to help her out next turn. So that'd be the turn.
Gotcha. Radiford, you are on a sheep.
I am very happy to be on this sheep. Is there any way I can very slowly get off of this sheep and move to the square to the right of him?
Yeah, they're not stopping you.
I'm gonna fire a firebolt at the closest sheep, just for saving me. As an action, just go ahead and just throw a firebolt right at him.
They're gonna eat it. Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, and then I am going to move up a little closer to support anyone that needs it, but I'm also almost dead, so
Fair.
want to stay back a little.
Toshinori still hasn't gotten back up. Nimi is going to try to ram another spear into Axie's shoulder, but Bonnie and Merlin's magic surge up, and another glowing golden arm grabs it, and you can see they are fighting for control. The blade of the black spear inches from the crux of Axie's neck and shoulder. But as Axie pushes more in and more of that black goes into the sphere, Axie manages to focus all of that golden light into Nimi's chest, right where her heart is, and suddenly everything stops as both girls fall to the ground, unconscious.
Oh, thank God that's over.
What in the hell was that about?
So we'll call that a tie?
Is this really over a mustache and a monocle?
Forget about the mustache and monocles. Nimmy just went absolutely apeshit.
Ooh, wait.
Someone
What?
please check on the two.
I'm gonna go up to Nimi's body and I'm gonna check to see if they're okay.
You see, she just looks unconscious.
Great. I'm gonna pat her down and see if I could feel like a wand-shaped item on her.
No, you do not feel a wand-shaped item on her.
Damn it! Damn you, Nimi! It was all for nothing. I mean, I am so happy that you are very well, my friend.
Oh, she's unconscious. You can't hear anything. As well, Vidar, you
is-
fall to the ground as the spear disappears.
Okay.
I was gonna say not only that, but I'm like, it's Nimi. She's cold to the touch.
Ruben's gonna crouch down to Vidar and give them some cure wounds to stabilize their wound.
Fair. It helps heal up the hole in his stomach.
He's then gonna turn towards Aether and extend a hand to help them pry themselves out of the out of the wall.
You realize why she hadn't got out. She's not moving.
Ruben is immediately going to reach out, place a hand on their shoulder, and try to cure wounds them as well.
It takes a little bit, but you do see them starting to slowly come back. But Ruben, the one thing that should worry you most is Axie is smoking.
Oh crap! Anyone who has healing capabilities, bring the ones who have been embedded in walls that are on the ground back up now.
As the guards are coming out to help now that the fighting's over, as many of them were held down by tentacles, and they start moving the injured back into the rooms. But as they do, go ahead, Vidar.
I was gonna say Vidar would, if possible, do good berries to get 5 or 10 good berries for 1 healing and pass them out to people.
Fair. As they are moving people into the back into the med ward, that for today is where we're going to be ending it because we are almost at time. I
Mhm.
thank everybody for joining us for today. That was a lot of fun, and I hope you stick with us for next time to see how this all plays out. See y'all next time.
Oh yeah.